Hey there, future coders. Welcome back to the Coding Clubhouse. Last week, we talked about events featuring Tilda. Did you enjoy Tilda's class? Do you want to see more of Tilda? Let me know in the comment section. Today, we are diving into one of the most important concepts in coding: variables. Variables help us store and manage information in our program, just like a labeled box where we can keep important things. By the end of this lesson, you will understand how variables work and even create your own. Let's get started. So, what exactly is a variable? In coding, a variable is a way to store values in a computer's memory for easy access. Think of it like a labeled container where you keep different things. In a game, for example, we might use a variable to store a player's score or the number of lives they have left. As the player earns points, we can update the score variable to reflect the new total. Variables can store different types of data. Here are some common ones. 1. Numbers. Example, a variable that keeps track of countdown timer in a game. 2. Text or strings. Example, a variable that stores the name of a player. 3. True or false. Boolean. Example, a variable that checks if the level of a game is complete. Different types of variables allow us to create a dynamic and interactive program. Let's build a small project together. For this project, we'll be using a spin-off, or let's say a remix of the last project that was built for event. In that project, what is happening? We saw that when we click on run, we can move the bunny to eat the carrot and it says yum yum while the carrot disappears. Now, what do we want to do? We want something that to happen such that when the bunny eats the carrot and not the carrot appears in another location, then the bunny has to go to that location to take the carrot, and it keeps happening again and again and again. So let's do that first. We would be adding the two block of codes to make that happen. The first one is, after the bunny says yum yum for 4 seconds, make one new sprite. Yep. Then I think we should reduce the seconds from 4 to, let's say, 2 to make it faster. So the bunny says yum yum for 2 seconds and then we make one new sprite. But then, at where? A random location. Let's add that. Okay, done. Let's try this out. Run, then bunny, drag bunny to eat carrot. Yes, another random location. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, it's working. When the bunny touches the carrot jumps to a random location. Now, we want to use variables. How do we use variable? We'd create a variable for scores. In this scores, what do we want to do? We want to update the number of carrots the bunny has eaten. That way we know how many carrots the bunny has eaten. To do that, let's go to the variable block. Here we are. And then let's click on create a variable. So we create a variable and we name it score. Score. And then we create. Done. We have score variable. We show the variable at a location. Show the variable where do we want this variable? We want it here at the right top corner, right? Done. And then we pick score that we create as our variable here. That is our variable. So we've set it. Now we want to set this variable to a number. So we say set score, bring it out. And then we set it to max 0. So our score is 0. Now let's run our program again. Yeah. So now, yes, true, we have our variable and it is set to 0, but something is happening. No matter how much the bunny is eating the carrot, the variable count is not increasing. We want it to count, we want it to increase. So what do? We go to the variable and then we click on this change counter by 1. So now let's come out, let's drag that out. Where exactly do we want this to be? So when the bunny touches the carrot and it hits the carrot moves, and then the bunny says yum yum, then what should happen? The counter should move by 1. So let's put it here before the last block of code. Exactly. Now let's try it out again. Reset, start. So let's go take the bunny. Now it's not working. Why? This takes us to debugging. Debugging tips. If your program isn't working, check if you created and updated your variable correctly. Also, make sure you are using the right blocks in the right order. Our blocks is in the right order, yes, but is our variable named correctly? Look at the variable. We said change counter by 1. Is the name of our variable counter? No, it's score. So we need to change that and make sure our variable is score. Correct. Now let's reset and run again. Now let's drag and it's 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16. So the point is our program is working accurately. Is this the best the program can get? No, this is not the best the program can get. We can make it better. But for now, we've learned how to use a variable and how to set a variable to count. Now, it's your turn. Create a project in code.org where you use a variable to keep track of something. Maybe a player's score, a countdown timer, or even a character's energy level. Experiment with different types of variable and see what you can create. Share your project in the comment section or to my personal email. I will look at it and give you needed feedback. I'd love to see what you come up with. And that's it. Now you know how variables store information to help us build interactive programs. Keep practicing and experimenting. If you enjoyed this lesson, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the Coding Clubhouse, hit the bell button to get notifications, or book a one-on-one session with me on Preply. See you next time. Happy coding. Bye.